Hello, it's Bryan here from thegreatgordino.com, taking another look at one of my quote images, and this one is a bit of a stop-start point I'm making, and it's this one. Stop moaning, start doing. That's one of the simpler points I make in my images, just 4 words. Some might call it stark, but however you describe it, it's powerful. And the reason it's powerful is because moaning. It's good fun, isn't it? And it feels nice, and it's a good way to vent our frustration. Why can't so-and-so do this? Why can't so-and-so do that? Why does it always happen to me? Why is life so unfair? Why this? Why that? Moan, 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 moan. Comfortable, isn't it? And it feels nice. And it's a habit that we can slip into without ourselves realizing that we do it. And we slip into the habit so much so that actually we can surprise ourselves if we find ourselves saying something positive. We're so used to moaning that it's a surprise if we find ourselves saying something positive. So much so that we follow up that positivity with more moaning just because it's comfortable and we're used to doing it. Comfortable. Because when we're comfortable in that moaning, we can use it as a comfort blanket to excuse ourselves from taking action. And if anyone actually, heaven forbid, suggests that we take action and do something ourselves, the response can be, oh no, it's not that simple as that, you don't understand. I can't because this, moan. I can't because that, moan. Now that's just back to the habit of moaning again. The trouble is, this endless stream of short-term moans, I always have a little moan about that. Let's have a little moan about that. It turns into a longer flow of long-term moaning, which can last permanently, which can lead to long-term permanent frustration and long-term permanent no change. So it might seem comfortable at the time, it might seem enjoyable to have a moan, it might seem fun, but it's damaging, and there's a better way, and the better way is to take action. Because if we take action, if we start doing, then it changes everything, because it can be revealing and uplifting. Now it can be revealing because we might find that when we start doing, actually it was all a whole lot easier than we thought it was going to be. And the reason that the cause of our moan has gone in a way that we never thought would be as easy as that. It could be that once we start doing, we realise that it is going to be difficult to change things. There are challenges. It might be a long road ahead. And I understand that, because not everything can be changed instantly just as soon as we start taking action. Doesn't mean that everything's going to instantly change. But what happens then is that habit and momentum kick in. Because once we start moving away from the moaning about things we don't like, start moving towards action, towards things we do like, habit and momentum then start working in our favour. Because the more we do, the more we start to see results and see that we can do, which means that we believe more, which means in turn that we do more, and that always takes us forwards. Despite there might be challenges, there might be obstacles, we might have to learn new things, we might have to deal with situations and people in a different way. Yes, fine, but it's all moving forwards. So, look to your moans. The moans you do on a daily basis. Moaning about this, moaning about that, moaning about them, moaning about life, etc., etc. Could it be that you're using the moaning as an excuse, as a comfort blanket, to avoid you taking action? Because you think the action might be difficult, or you don't know how to take the action, or you think you might fail. Could it be that actually you need to start doing instead? And another benefit of starting doing is that not only will you stop moaning about that specific thing, and the reason you'll stop moaning about it is because you'll stop thinking about it in that way. You'll start thinking about it in a positive way, so you'll start talking in a positive way. And that sends out ripples to all the other areas in your life too. You will start to think of those in a more positive way, by habit, by default. And that means that other people will be affected by those ripples too. And they might start to think of things in a more positive way. They might start to think of you in a more positive way. As it happens, you might find that they don't like it, that they see you moving forwards and think that you might be leaving them behind, and you'll find yourself on the end of some of the moaning from other people. That's okay, that's just what happens when you start to move forwards. So, I hope you enjoy that point about stop moaning, start doing. If you did enjoy that message, let me know. Leave a comment below wherever you happen to be seeing this video. Pop over and see me at my site, thegreatgordino.com. And while you're there, you can get my free 8-step goal achievement formula. Now, I've used that for over 30 years to go on some amazing adventures and have some great experiences, and it'll definitely help anyone who thinks they want to start doing and stop moaning. It'll definitely help. So pop over and grab that. It's completely free. You can get it at my site, thegreatgordino.com. Pop over and see me at Facebook. Facebook.com/thegreatgordino is my personal profile, and then there's my pages there, Facebook.com/yourlifetransforming and Facebook.com/thegreatgordino newsletter. So it's Gordon Bryan signing off for now. I've been guilty of moaning in my time. I can be guilty of moaning to this day, but I try and stop moaning and start doing. Make sure you're doing the same too, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.